Hi guys, this is Joey Rassool here with another review from Hot Rod Cameras. On any kind of set, be it a student film, an interview, a documentary, or a big budget feature film, one of the staples of the trade has always been KinoFlow lighting. KinoFlows are versatile, powerful, and they come in many different versions. And they're a staple of the industry partly because there are so few other options for this type of light. Well, that is where the new guy in town steps in. Let me introduce you to Quasar Science. Quasar Science is making 95 plus CRI flicker-free, dimmer-compatible LEDs that are presented in a fluorescent-style tube. Compared to KinoFlow bulbs, you get a stronger output, dimming ability, less cabling, and the ability to crossfade between color temperatures. The amount of different versions of Quasar bulbs that is available is absolutely astounding. They make single color versions, they make bicolor versions, they make crossfade bicolor versions, they make battery powered versions in everything from 1 foot to 2 foot to 4 foot to 6 foot to 8 foot bulbs. You could take apart your existing 4x4 Kino, replace it with these crossfade bulbs, you wouldn't need the ballast anymore, and you would never need to swap a bulb again for color temperature reasons. Most LEDs and fluorescents I can't trust on a dimmer even if they say they're dimmable. But with the Quasar lights, I've been able to use not only on a dimmer, but on the cheapest dimmers I could possibly find. In fact, for a lot of projects recently, I've been putting a 2-footer crossfade bulb on a dimmer and having that on a stand ready to fix any problems that I see pop up. We can match it to any lighting setup. It's soft enough that we can add it to a scene without affecting too much. And it's dimmable, so we're able to put out just a little bit of light if needed. So this has been a great little tool just to be my little problem fixer light. As much as I do love the crossfade bulbs, what really sold me were the single color bulbs. Because for the same price as one 2-footer crossfade, I could get 4 single colored 2-footers. And that means that I could get my daylight and my tungsten and have twice the output for the same amount of money. They're great lights to use in the architecture, especially because these single color bulbs are T8 style, which means they fit into most normal fixtures. And in fact, they only need power from one side. In fact, all of these lights only need power from one side, even though the single color bulbs have connections on either side, so they can still fit into existing fluorescent fixtures. You could redo a whole room with these color balanced LEDs, and all you need is your production designer to put in the fixtures they find at Home Depot. One of the things that I love about these compared to Kinos is that Kinos were very cost prohibitive in that there was a certain level that you had to reach to buy into that market. If you want to try out one of these Quasar lights, you can buy a 2-foot single color bulb for $45, and that's a great way to kind of step into this ecosystem and slowly build up a kit of these lights. For me, having a case of these on set is going to be as useful as my gripology. I've been able to build ring lights out of them, I've been able to build soft boxes, overheads, I've had them mounted on the floor, I've had them mounted on the ceiling. They are a super versatile light. And as much as I do love them though, I do have 1 or 2 little issues with the light. The single color bulbs are not available in 3200 Kelvin. They're available in 3000, which I think is a weird number. Even though it's not far off, the biggest question is why? Why 3000? Why not the color accurate 3200 that matches the settings in my camera? And the fact that the single colors also come in T8 is very useful for placing them into practical fixtures, but when I want to put them into existing Kino hardware or any kind of clamps, it makes it a little difficult because it is a different size. Not impossible, you can still put it in a Mayfair or a Cardellini or something like that, but it's one more thing to add to the kit because I can't put them in regular Kino clamps that I already have. My only other issue, and it's not even an issue with the light, it's an issue with the mentality of these lights. You can't treat these as though they are bulbs. You have to treat them as though they are the entire fixture. And what I mean by that is that what you're dealing with is your entire light. So a replacement bulb is not really a thing. To replace a bulb, you have to replace the entire light. And that's a little bit of an issue for someone who's in a cost-prohibitive space. If you break a light or it rolls off a table or something like that, that is not a simple fix where you can just swap out a bulb. That means that you're replacing your entire light. And it means that you probably don't have extras. You don't have spare bulbs on set as you would with any other light. You would have to have a spare light. And everyone who's been on set knows that there's never a spare light. You end up using every single fixture that you have. So keep that in mind when building a kit, and we hope to see you in store at Hot Rod Cameras. Thanks very much for watching, and thank you to Quasar Science for sharing my posts and views about their lights on their Instagram feed. If you guys have any pictures of crazy rigs that you've built with these lights, please be sure to share them with us and share them with Quasar Science on Instagram or Facebook or anywhere around. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the store.